Hello student, welcome back to the science class once again. Thank you all for watching our previous videos, and in addition thank you for staying home. So in the last video, what did we discuss? We discussed about force. Okay, what was this force? Force is a kind of push or pull which tends to change the state of motion of an object or of rest. Means if an object is at rest, if we apply force, it will come into motion, or if an object is in motion, on the application of force, it might come to rest. That was force only. We discussed about contact force and non-contact force also. So today I am going to discuss about two contact forces and two non-contact forces. So let us start with it. First we will start with contact forces. So what was the definition that I gave you while explaining about contact forces? It is that kind of force which arises when two objects are in contact with each other. Okay, to provide a force, one object should be in contact with other objects. So that will come under contact force. So let us see. The first one is muscular force. In short, if you want to understand about muscular force, what is this muscular force? Force which is provided with the help of our muscles is known as muscular force. The force exerted by the muscles of a human or animal body is called muscular force. Means the force which is provided with the help of the muscles of human or animal is known as muscular force. An example of muscular force which you apply is opening a door. While you want to open a door, either you have to push it or you have to pull it. Is it or not? So that will come under the example of muscular force. An example of muscular force is kicking a football. When you want to kick a football, what will you do? Your leg should be in contact with the football. So in that, your leg is in contact with the football. So that is an example of contact force. And in providing the force, you are applying your muscles. So that is an example of your muscular force. There are some more examples of muscular force, like pedaling a cycle, right? That is an example of your muscular force. Pushing a box, that is also an example of your muscular force only. Clear? So now let us see the next type of contact force, that is frictional force. The force acting between two surfaces in contact which opposes the motion of one body over the other is called force of friction. What is frictional force? In short, frictional force is an opposing force. Okay, this force arises when two surfaces are in contact with each other. Okay, for example, when you are standing, while you are walking, your frictional force comes into action. Clear? When your book is on the table, there also frictional force is acting. Is it clear? Whenever any two surfaces are in contact with each other, then it leads to a kind of force which is known as frictional force. Its work is to oppose the motion. Understood? Example, while you are bicycling, most of you loves to cycle, loves to do cycling, right? So what happens? When you pedal the bicycle, after pedaling, when you stop pedaling it, does the bicycle stop at once? It never stops at once. But what happens? As soon as you stop pedaling, the bicycle covers a short distance, and by itself the bicycle stops. Does the bicycle have any mind that it have come to know that no, the rider have stopped pedaling it, now I have to stop? What is the reason which is causing the bicycle to stop? It is frictional force only. Okay, how has that frictional force come into action in the case of bicycling? It is the contact of the tire with the road that is causing the frictional force to act during cycling. So what does the frictional force do? It is stopping the bicycle to further move. Understood? So frictional force is an opposing force only, force acting between two surfaces in contact which opposes the motion of one body over the other. Okay, so frictional force always acts in the direction opposite to the application of force. Means if you are applying force on this side, then frictional force will act on the opposite side. Is it clear, everyone? Now let us proceed to the non-contact force. In non-contact force, a very common example, a very good example which every one of you know, that is magnetic force. When you bring two magnets close to each other, is it necessary that the two magnets should be in contact? Then only the magnetic force will arise? Definitely no. When you bring two magnets close to each other, they will start attracting each other. Is it or not? So that will come under an example of non-contact force. In non-contact force, the objects need not be in contact with each other. Clear? So in magnet, what happens? A magnet has two poles, one is north pole and south pole. So what is the property of the magnetic force? The two poles, what is the property of the attraction of a magnet? Like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. Is it or not? In some cases you find that when you bring two magnets close to each other, they do not attract. Instead they repel each other. What is the property behind that? In that case of repulsion, means opposite of attraction, in that case of repulsion, what happens? These two magnets, they have like poles. They like poles, you are bringing the two like poles of the magnet close to each other. And because of that thing only the magnets repels each other. And when the two unlike poles will act, that means when you bring the two unlike poles of the two magnets close to each other, then they will start attracting each other. So magnetic attraction, that is an example of non-contact force. Then the last one, that is gravitational force. The force of attraction between any two objects possessing mass is called force of gravitation or gravitational force. The force of attraction between any two objects having a definite mass, okay, two objects, they always have a kind of attraction, okay. The force of attraction between any two objects possessing mass, any two objects which have a definite mass have a kind of attraction towards each other, and that kind of attraction is known as force of gravitation or gravitational force. An example, so why are we binded on the surface of the earth? What is the thing which is binding us to the surface of the earth? It is this gravitational force only which is binding us towards the earth. Is it clear? Whenever you throw anything, what happens to it? Whenever you throw anything, it goes up, but rapidly it comes down even. Is it clear, everyone? So what is the thing which is pulling the objects towards the earth? It is this gravitational force only. We are going to learn more about this gravitational force in our next class. So in the next day, in the next video, I am going to explain you about the SI unit of force. We are going to talk about pressure and thrust. So till then, stay safe. Thank you.